explain the essential parts of a carburetor with the help of a neat diagram. We know that a carburetor assembly consists of many parts as shown in the diagram. Some of the important parts of the carburetor assembly are fuel strainer, float chamber, main fuel metering and idling nozzles, throttle valve. Now let's discuss each of these parts one by one. We know that fuel is supplied to the float chamber through the fuel supply valve. As the area of this supply valve is less, sometimes it gets clogged due to the dirt particles present in the fuel. To prevent this, a fuel strainer is provided just before this valve to remove the dirt particles from the fuel. This strainer consists of a fine wire mesh which allows only fuel particles to pass through. It is generally removable for easy cleansing. We know that fuel is supplied to the discharge nozzle from the float chamber at constant pressure difference. This pressure difference is maintained by keeping the pressure in the chamber equal to atmospheric pressure, and also by maintaining a constant level of fuel. To maintain a constant level, a ball-shaped float is provided with a needle valve attached to it. During the operation, as the fuel is discharged, the float goes down, which opens the fuel supply valve and the fuel enters. When the operation stops, the float rises with the rise in the fuel level, and on reaching the designed level, the needle valve closes the fuel supply valve, thus maintaining a constant fuel level in the chamber. We know that under normal conditions, the fuel passes through the main fuel metering orifice, which regulates the air-fuel ratio as per the requirements. But in the idling conditions, when the throttle is marginally open, the suction in the venturi is very less, and thus no fuel is sucked from the nozzle. Also, we know that the SI engine requires a rich air-fuel mixture for operation in the idling conditions. So, to keep the engine operating, an idling system is attached to the carburetor as shown in the figure. The very low pressure created below the throttle makes the fuel rise in the idling tube. Also, some air is drawn through the idling air bleed due to this suction effect, and thus a rich air-fuel mixture is formed, which passes through the idling port directly into the intake manifold. The throttle valve controls the output of the engine. When the throttle is marginally open, the amount of mixture entering in the intake manifold is less, which reduces the power output of the engine. As the throttle valve is open more, the amount of the mixture entering increases, which increases the power output of the engine. Now let us summarize the essential parts of the carburetor.